Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Clippers hosting the Spurs, and the Clippers are 13.5-point home favorites. The over-under is at 225.5. The Spurs are plus 650 on the money line, and the Clippers are minus 1,000. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow. They've played each other 3 times this season. The Clippers won the first one 113-104 in LA. Then the Spurs won 122-86 in San Antonio. And then the Clippers won 128-116 in San Antonio. Lineups for tomorrow's game are supposed to be, and please understand that the NBA's deadline for these teams to give their lineups out is 30 minutes before the game. It's absolutely infuriating, but it is what it is. It's supposed to be Paul, Castle, Vassell, Barnes, and Biyombo, and then Harden, Dunn, Powell, Leonard is listed as questionable, and then Zubac. Now, I don't imagine that the Spurs are going to be trying to win any more games. I think that they're right now they're sitting in 8th for the worst record in the league. So if the ping pong balls bounce in their favor, they have a 6% chance at the number 1 pick, but they're probably going to sit somewhere in the neighborhood of where they are. Head-to-head, the Clippers are 9-1 against the Spurs in their last 10. The home team is 5-5. The favorite is 1 and covered the last 3. The favorite is 8-2 against the spread. The favorite is a perfect 10-0 on the money line, hence the ridiculous spread and the fact that the Spurs are trash right now. The under is 6-4, and the under at 225.5 is 7-3. The Spurs are 3-7 in their last 10. They are 6-4 against the spread. The over is 6-4 in their last 10. There was a total of 221, 219, 227, and then 229. And with the exception of 1 game in their last 10, the Spurs have scored at least 100 points in all of those games. And they've scored 110-plus points in 6 of their last 10 games, and 1 of them they missed. It was 109. So there's a good chance that we're going to see some kind of offense as far as the over-under is concerned. There was a total of 221, 219, 227, 229. 11-point loss to the Magic, didn't cover. 7-point win over the Nuggets, they did. 1-point loss to the Cavs, they covered. And then an 11-point loss to the Blazers, they didn't cover. For the Clippers, 8-2 in their last 10. 8-2 against the spread. The over is 6-4. They've won their last 4 games. They've covered their last 2 games. There was a total of 183, 212, then 205 points, and then 239 points. A 9-point win over the Magic, they covered. Then they beat the Pelicans by 16. They did not cover. The Pelicans give them a hard time for whatever the reason is. Then a 23-point win over the Mavericks, they covered. And then they beat the Mavericks by 31, and they covered. The Clippers have allowed fewer than 100 points in 3 out of their last 4 games, and 100 points or fewer in 4 of their last 10 games. So this could be interesting when the over-under comes into play. I would take the Clippers on the money line. I take the Clippers laying the points, and I'm going to go over. I do think that the Spurs will manage to rough up 100 points, and at that point, the Clippers will probably be in like the 120s, so this game should go over. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.